Hello, Cities Skylines fans. I'm Socksway Up, and welcome back to another episode of Chilhorn Season 2. Kind of a let's play, kind of a beginner's guide to Cities Skylines. We're explaining everything we do along the way and trying to make it a little bit of an educational experience, as well as I wanted to build vanilla Cities Skylines. I want to do all the milestones without mods, without any help. And it's been a very long time since I've done that. We are at 17,000 population. We just finished up. Let's get over here. It's Grand City, so we're working on Capital City next, but as we like to start these episodes off, we're going to take a look at our electricity is good. Water is, this is looking like a trend. 2 episodes in a row, we've had to expand water. Let's go ahead and do that right now. And then we want to go back to here and do we could switch to the eco ones. Let's just add a couple. Let's get a little bit ahead of the game. Money is not an issue anymore. So yeah, let's do that. We'll make sure we got all these pipes connected. I don't know if you need hot water here. I don't know if you need hot water there, but that's going to be fine. Heating's going to be an issue. We'll have to take a look at that. Where could we sneak one more of those in? Boiler. One of these geo-heating plants. Well, we could demolish some of the industry here. Let's do it right. Oh, can't do there. Where will it let us? So let us do it there. That's fine. We're going to take care of some of this industry demand anyways. Oh, and it needs a pipe connected to it. Let's go like that. Get that going. So now our heating's taken care of. Trash is fine. We got plenty of trash processing going on. Healthcare, we should be good. We had a 6 citizen issue last episode. That's all taken care of. Crime should be still low. Public transportation is starting to pick up. We're getting a lot of people on the buses, starting to get people into the metro lines. Metro as well. But we talked about building out an oil industry, so that's what we're going to do next, and we're going to get right into that coming up. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, it's oil industry time. What we're going to do first is we're going to start by adding in just this little service road. We're going to place some things down just to see what we get unlocked. We're going to come in here. We're going to select our paint industry. We're going to go ahead and paint as much as we can. We'll have to extend that once we get the rest of that unlocked. We'll do a little bit extra over here because there are some buildings that don't have to extract oil. But let's go ahead and get that. And then we'll go back over to our garbage and industry tab, click on oil. And I have some of these unlocked because I messed up and had the mic muted. So I'm re-recording this, but here we go. Oil industry main building. We're going to place that down. What you would have saw if we're doing it right is you would have saw the things pop up telling us what unlocked. So let's go ahead and click on our extractor buildings. Right now we just have a small oil pump. We also have a oil sludge plant. So we can produce. We also unlock the oil sludge pyrolysis plant, which is going to take the sludge and process it into petroleum for us. So that's going to be one of our resources that we get out of the oil is petroleum. And then we'll eventually unlock the petrochemical plant, as well as the waste oil refining plant, as well as the naphtha cracker plant, which is going to produce, I believe, plastic. Looks like, yeah, plastic produced for this processing building needs to be placed in the industry area. So yeah, that'll produce plastic, and then eventually we will also have a unique factory that unlocks. I don't know if we'll be able to actually find that. We'll see it as it unlocks, but we're gonna go ahead and get a few of these placed down. Right now, we're gonna do the same thing we did with, let's let the game play, with the I'm struggling to find words. With the farming industry, we're going to place some of these down, get it started to level up, and then after that, we will redo it, design it a little bit better, but we got to unlock it to level 5 to get all the buildings unlocked prior to that happening. Let's drag some electricity over here, and what we're going to do is we're going to take a look and see if we have enough jobs for this area. So requires to level up would be 150 workers. We have 600 workers available to us. processing 500. So if we kick this into ×3, we should get enough people working here pretty quickly. There was a demand for that. I also have some more residential areas that are ready to populate once the demand fluctuates and changes, so that we can take care of that and not lose any of that progress. You can see there we go. We hit enough workers. We're going to let this run till it levels up, and then we'll get back to it. There we go. We hit level 2, where we opened up some of these plants we spoke about a minute ago. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we have here. So we have the small oil drill, which is going to produce a lot more oil. So we're going to get 6,400 units per week, where before on these little guys we're getting 4,800. So we could let's look at the roads here. Let's go ahead and demolish a few of these, because I overdid it trying to get it to speed up. And again, we're just going to try to speed this up and help it unlock everything that we need. Let's go over to our processing ones, and let's get one of these to make our plastic for us. Again, let's get this road extended, and we'll get this all laid out better. Again, this is the way that I get these going, get these up and running, so that we can eventually make the design nice and pretty. But we want to make sure we have enough workers to keep it leveled up. I want the larger buildings to build with instead of just using a ton of the small ones. That's at least my plan. We're going to let this go. Looks like we have plenty of workers already at this level. Yeah, 350 were required. We're at 559 and climbing. So we're going to have plenty of workers. It's just going to be a matter of time of getting the game to run through some cycles of getting enough resources extracted from the land, and then we'll keep leveling up. You can see our profit is horrible right now. That'll get taken care of very quickly. Let's make sure we didn't miss anything though. Yeah, we got everything laid down. We have our fences we could use, and also let's go ahead and get the worker barracks out here. Why not? We're going to get plenty of workers, and that's also going to stimulate the rest of this city. As you can see, I started zoning out here. This is new from last episode, and all these residents are coming in because of the extra jobs that are going on. Next, we are going to have to focus on some of the commercial needs, but I believe we still have some areas. Oh, let's empty that. We still have some areas out here that can fill up and upgrade with some of our commercial anyways. And traffic, oh boy. We're going to have to look at a traffic fix video soon. But again, we're going to let this go, get us to level 3 in our ugly oil. Oh, look at that, killing the trees. And then we'll give you a little bit of an update. And there it is, level 3. We get our large oil pump, we get a toy factory, and our oil industry storage. Let's go ahead and take a look at the factories and see what we have unlocked now. So we have this one here, household plastic factory, we could definitely use, as well as the toy factory. So the household plastic factory did unlock earlier, and we failed to see that. And then, but also we have the toy factory, which requires wood planks, I believe. So we're not going to be able to use that because we don't have a forest industry yet. We might find an area for that. But this one can just use the resources that we already are producing. So let's go ahead and place that down there. Then we're going to go ahead and jump back over to the oil tab and look at the buildings that have unlocked for us. So we have the small drill, the large drill, it can now replace. And one of the things that you'll see is we've already run the resources dry here. Not enough natural resources. So as we look here, this is one of the things that I find a little silly with Cities Skylines. We're going to kill this oil area very fast and have to keep moving it around, or just let it complain eventually. And anybody knows the workaround on that, let me know. But we will spread it out a little bit. We're going to saturate this area here, or extract everything from this area here first, and then we'll spread them out to where they're not pulling from the same spot right on top of each other, kind of like you'll see if you Google oil industry in real life. We'll get it more spread out, and things won't be on top of each other like they are right now. But we're going to get this to extract hopefully to 4,500. Again, we have plenty of workers. Get it to level 4, and then get it to level 5, and then start working on a little bit of a pretty design. We have hit level 4, where we get the waste oil refining plant, the large drill, the maintenance building, some large containers, as well as the refinery. Very cool. Let's close this out. I was moving things around trying to help it speed up. Let's see where we're at Yeah, not enough natural resources. Yep. Let's see where we're at here. We have enough jobs, so we just need a whole lot of processing to get the level 5 items unlocked. Let's see what we unlocked there. The offshore drilling. We don't necessarily need that. And also the plastic plant. But we're already creating plastics because we have this plastic plant. But yeah, so let's see. We have some warehouses, some storage that we could do. I think that means it's time to start working on the design for long term. We've really dried out the land right here. Yeah. So I don't know how long this industry is going to be profitable for us right now. You can see we're making 33,000 a week, 34,000 between our two industries. I think we can get a nice look at it in here. Our two industries, here we go. We can see we're making 10,000, 8,000 to 10,000 from our farming and 22,000 from oil. And then our factories are making us another 9,000. So we're making 27,000 a week. Money's not an issue anymore. You want money in this game, I think you go with the industry. So I'm going to go ahead and work on a little bit of a design here, and I'll show you what we come up with, and then we'll see what else to do with this episode. As planned, we hit level 5 while I was doing some designing. We got everything unlocked, so we are maxed out, and unfortunately, we're starting to run out of resources. So I'm going to pay attention to this over time and see how the profit adjusts. I'm assuming we're going to be importing a lot more barrels because we can't extract anymore. We'll see. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't actually gone this detailed or hardcore at, building out an oil industry. I'm not 100% satisfied with the design. We're starting to get things laid down the way we want, but you can see the idea out here was to kind of separate the extractors, the drills a little bit, and spread them out. We got some power lines going to them to give them power. Starting to clear out all of the trees because I think it looks a lot better without the trees there. And then we went ahead and zoned this for oil industry. So we have some generic oil industry in here as well, where we're a little limited on the employees, so we got to keep growing. The city's at 24,000 now, almost 26. We might hit 26 by the end of this episode, depending on what happens. I'm not really sure how much expansion we have without zoning more, but it looks like it's fluctuating a little bit. So I'm going to redesign this area a little bit. I got the extractions fine. I always forget what these are called. The processing buildings, I'm not really satisfied with that. I do like the idea of having a bunch of these containers, but I want them mixed in with the processors here. So we're gonna work on that a little bit, and I'll show you what I ended up with. All right, this is where we're gonna kind of recap the oil industry. I think I'm gonna leave it as it is for now. So kind of looking at this whole city so far, everything's jam-packed, close, tight together. Here's our agricultural industry, which turned out pretty cool, but we started separating out here, started giving some more space and getting rid of the trees, and then we started adding in our processing buildings with also the storage, so the vehicles don't have to transport them very far. And I think it turned out pretty cool. I'm digging the way it looks. I think it's coming along nice. It'll be interesting once we get rid of, I'll probably get rid of a lot of these trees, and then when we fill in this area and it's almost complete. So we almost have 2 tiles done. I think we're getting close. Yeah, we're getting close to the 26,000 to hit the next milestone of Capital City. That'll probably be in the next episode. But what I wanted to do that we have not done yet is I want to turn the day-night cycle on. Let's turn the day-night cycle on and see what the city looks like at night. All right, I think we're getting close to sunset. There's the sun there. It's starting to get a little bit dusk. I haven't done this yet, so this is going to be a live response or reaction to it at night. There it is. It's lighting up. I love the way Cities Skylines looks at night. You can see some of these residential areas are a little bit darker. So there's main roads with the yellow lights. It's kind of unfortunate that they're a different color on those type of roads. Maybe we could play around with the roads and see, but this looks pretty neat. Different colors of those greenhouses. Yeah, let's put it on ×1 so the night doesn't fly by too long or too quickly. And then we got a nice fire going. Nice, let's see what the park looks like. park over here. Nice. It's alive. These campfires at night, they look sweet. Yeah, I'm really digging Chilhorn. Really digging this season 2 of Chilhorn. It's coming along nice. Did we pause it? No, it's just going ×1. Okay. Yeah, this is about the good view, good distance of viewing things, I think, for like these, what do you call them? Free play or live plays. Looking pretty sweet. This is a new area that we built today off camera. Got some high density kind of and some low density inside of it. I think it's kind of neat. It's kind of following the pattern of these main roads where we have a little bit of high density here, a little bit of there. This one's decorated. We haven't done the detailing yet in here. But yeah, this parks are popping. Chilhorn is looking pretty sweet. Coming along quick too. We got another fire. Uh-oh. Come on, fire department. You can get there. That's where I'm going to leave you. We're going to go into a little cinematics of nighttime. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you got a little bit out of oil industry education here and got a little bit out of that. Again, I'm Socks Way Up. Thanks for joining. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next episode of Chilhorn.